Good day everyone, my name is Maya Angeline A. Kulikat and I am the first reporter, and to be followed by Ma'am Renilyn Kulipapa, Miss Laila Denise Divino, and Miss Smet Shara Eugenio. So our topic is all about kinds of muscle fiber. So muscle fiber are important for human movements by exerting forces to move, hold a position, raise or lower body part to slow down a fast moving segment and segregate speed. The tension is developed by the muscles applying composition to the joint and enhancing the stability. In some joint position, the tension generated by the muscles can act to pull the segments apart and create instability. So, Andre, we all know naman, di ba, na um, ang every person jud kay na gyud muscles, di ba? So ang muscles is mao na siya ang rason para maka-move ta with force. Like for example, running. So di ba while running we use our legs, so then we used force to run so that we can move, di ba? And if hinay atong dagan, pwede na siya matawag og slow twitch, means mas dugay or mas layo sa fatigue and good at aerobic metabolism siya. Then if tama-tama na ang kusog po sa ato ang dagan, syempre we will use another force or mas magamit na to og force mao ning ginatawag na fast twitch na use of both aerobic and aerobic metabolism. So therefore, they produce fast, strong muscles contractions, although they are more prone to fatigue. Then if kusog na jud kayo ang dagan nato, mao na ang ginatawag na fast twitch glycolytic. Ang glycolytic is mao na siya ang nag-form sa high energy. So, four properties of muscle tissues. So, first is irritability. So, irritability is the ability to respond to stimulus. So, the muscles are irresistible or irritable, diba? This means that they are capable to receive stimulation and responding to stimulation from the nerves. Second, contractility is the ability of the muscles to generate tension and shorten when it receives sufficient stimulation. So, they are contractible. After receiving some stimulation, they are capable to contracting or shortening. So, the third one is extensibility. So, is the muscle's ability to lengthen or stretch beyond and testing length. So, being being kuan good ka ng extensible means a muscle can be stretched without damage by the application of force. Kanang kuan gud kanang flexible ang lawas ba. Fourth, elasticity. Elasticity is the ability of the muscles fiber to return to its resting length after the stretch is removed. So, with elasticity na is ang muscle is able to return to its original resting shape and length after being good kanang stretch or contracted.
Function of muscles. Skeletal muscles perform a variety of different functions, all of which are important efficient performance of human body. The three relating specifically to human movement are contributing to the production of skeletal movement, assisting in joint stability and maintaining posture and body positioning. Ang skeletal muscle natin ay gumaganap ng iba't ibang katungkulan. May iba't ibang tungkulin sa paggalaw, lahat ng ito ay importante at may mabisang pagganap sa katawan ng tao. May tatlong magkaugnay particular sa paggalaw ng tao ay nag-aambag sa produksyon ng skeletal movement assisting in joint stability, the ability to maintain or control joint movement or position. Maintaining posture, a position of the body or the way in which someone holds the body when standing or sitting or walking. Body positioning is how we move our body like we do, like walking, sitting, and so on. Number 1. Produce movement. Skeletal movement is created as muscles action generated tensions that are transferred to the bone. Resulting movement are necessary or locomotion, other segment manipulations. Skeletal movement, ang paggawa ng pagkilos sa muscles ay nabubuong tensyon na naililipat sa buto resulta ng paggalaw at pagkontrola. The act or process of moving people or things from one or position to another. Halimbawa, pagtakbo, cycling, jumping, swimming, eating, drinking, playing, writing, typing, throwing ball. Okay, number 2. maintain postures and position. Muscles action of a lesser magnitude are used to maintain posture. The muscle's activity is continuous and results in small adjustment as the head is maintained in position and the body weight is balanced over the feet. Paggalaw ng muscles ng mas mababa ay ang paggamit para mapanatili ang posture. The muscle activity ay pagpapatuloy at resulta sa maliit na pagsasaayos. Sa ulo, ang pananatili sa posisyon at timbang ng katawan ay nakabalanse sa ibabaw ng paa. Posture, how you hold your body. There are two types of posture. Dynamic posture is how we hold ourselves when we moving, like when we are walking, running, bending over to pick up something. Static posture is how we hold ourselves when we are not moving, like when we are sitting and standing. Number 3, stabilized joints. Muscles actions also contribute significantly to the stability of the joints via the tendons, providing stability where they cross. The muscles spanning the joint via tendons are among the primary stabilizers. Ang muscles actions may malaki ding kontribusyon para patatagin sa pamagitan ng tendons, kabilang sa pangunahing pagpapatatag, the ability to maintain or control joint movement of position. The stability joint are the foot, knee, spine, and cervical, and elbow. Number 4, the other functions. A. Muscles support and protect the visceral organs and protect the internal tissue from injuries. Ang muscles support ang pagprotekta sa visceral organ at pagprotekta sa internal tissues from injuries. Visceral organ, the soft interior organs of the body such as the heart and the lungs, and those the abdomen such as the liver, pancreas, and intestine. B. Tensions in the muscles tissue can alter the control pressures within the cavities. Tension in the muscle tissues pwedeng baguhin ang pagkontrol ng presyon sa loob ng cavities. C. Skeletal muscle contribute to the maintenance of body temperature by producing heat. Skeletal muscle may ambag sa pananatili ng katawan sa temperatura by producing heat. D. The muscles control the entrances and exit to the body through voluntary control over swallowing, defecation, and urination. Ang pagkontrol sa pasukan at labasan sa katawan, voluntaryong pagkontrola sa paglunok at pagdumi at pag-ihi. D1. Muscle tissue is made up cells called fibers that have ability to contract or shorten in order to produce a pulling force. Ang muscle tissue is made up of cells fiber, may ability na magkontrola at paikliin ang pag-produce ng puwersa sa paghila. Muscles are also extensible and elastic so that they can stretch and then recoil and resume to their normal resting length. Ang muscles are also napalawak at nababanat kaya na-stretch at mauurong para maibalik sa normal, like we bend our hands up and down. Muscles are also electrically excitable so that they can be stimulated to contract by nerve impulse. Our muscles are also electrically excitable para ma-stimulate nakakontrata sa pamamagitan ng nerve impulse.
Skeletal muscle structure. So there are group of muscles. Group of muscles contains within the compartment that are defined by fascia, the sheath fibrous tissue. So when we say skeletal muscle structure, each skeletal muscle structure contains thousands of fiber muscles wrapped together by the connective tissue sheaths. The individual bundles of muscles, fibers, and skeletal muscles are known as fasciculi. The outer connective tissues sheath surrounding the entire muscles is known as epimysium. So, what is the structures and function of the skeletal muscles? So skeletal muscles contains a flexible muscles fibers that range from the less than half in the inch to just over 3 inches in diameter. Next is, there are three compartments of thigh, which is anterior compartment, posterior compartment, and medial compartment. So, when we say uh, anterior compartment of the thigh is the peteneus, sartorius, and quadriceps femoris. Additional, the end of the ellipsus muscles pass through the anterior compartment. Next is posterior compartment. Compartment of the thigh are connectivity known as hamstring. So they consist of the femoris, semitendinous, and semimembranosus, which form prominent tendons. So, medially and laterally at the back of the knee, as a group, these muscles act to extend the hip and flex at the knee. Next is medial compartment of the thigh. Is one of the facial compartment of the thigh that contains the hips adductor muscles and the gracilis muscles. Cross section through the middle of the thigh. Medial compartment is the center right. The obturator nerves of the primary nerve supplying this compartment. So next is muscles architecture. There are two fiber arrangement of muscles, which is parallel fiber arrangement and piniform fiber arrangements. So parallel fiber arrangements, the the parallel fiber arrangements is parallel to the long axis of muscles. These muscles runs in the same direction as the whole muscles. So parallel fiber arrangement pattern of the fibers within the muscles, in which fibers are truly parallel to the longitudinal axis of the muscles. There are 5 different shapes of parallel fiber arrangement: A. Uniform, sharp, convergent, circular, flat.
Number 2. Piniform fiber arrangement. The fiber runs diagonally with respect to the central tendon running. The length of the muscle, the shape is feather-like because the fascicles are short and run at the angle to the length of the muscle. The muscle do not pull in the same direction as the whole muscle. So kining piniform arrangement fibers kini siya na muscle is mo ni sila ang sila na muscles mao ni sila ang mga lahi gud og mga direction dili ni sila same og mga direction ang mura pod ni siya og feather ang kuan niya is mura siya og feather tas napod ni siya tulo ka klase na shape, which is the unipinnate, bipinnate, and multipinnate. Two kinds of muscle fiber. So first is slow twitch fiber types. Slow twitch fiber type or type 1 fiber are oxidative. The fiber are red because of the high content of myoglobin in the muscle. These fiber have slow construction time and are well suited for prolonged low intensity work. Endurance athletes usually have a high quantity of low twitch fiber. So kining slow twitch fiber or type I is is oxidative. So kining oxidative is kanang dali ra gud kahangapon. Kusog ni siya makuha og oxygen sa imuha. So the color of this fiber is color red because of his high content of myoglobin. So kanang myoglobin is mo na siya nag-store of oxygen dito sa atuang muscle. Some activity of slow twitch fiber is running, swimming, kanang mga activity good na pang matagal, kanang mga activity good na dugay mahuman, ako ng running. Nya, kini siya na fiber is kasagaran na ay mga yung is kining mga atleti. Kaduha is intermediate and fast twitch fiber types. Fast twitch fiber or type 2 fibers are further broken down into type ELA, oxidative, glycolytic, and type IIB, glycolytic. The type ELA fiber is red muscle fiber known as the intermediate fast twitch fiber because it can sustain activity for long period or contract with a burst of force and a fatigue. So kining intermediate fiber and fast twitch fiber is known ni sila as ELA fiber. Kini siya na fiber is ELA fiber. Known ni sila as intermediate fast twitch fiber. Kini siya is nagsustain ni siya og sustain activity for a long period. Kini siya na fiber is kanagong mga example ani na mga activities kana gong kuan sa tuoy kanang kailangan gud nimo kusog kini siya is kanang makusgan ka ani pero dali ra pud mawala. Just for example kanang jumping, di ba kailangan nimo og kusog aron maka-jump ka, so man na siya ang example niya. Dali daghan kag kusog ani pero dali ra sad siya mawala na kusog.